Now observe. The tongue is one factor, and the sugarcane piece is the second factor. When the tongue and the sugarcane have not yet come into contact, no sweetness arises at all. As soon as the tongue and the sugarcane come into contact, you immediately experience a sensation of sweetness. You see that what you perceive is the sensation of sweetness. The sweet sensation belongs to the category of mind, not matter. Observe, when the tongue and the sugarcane come into contact, the sweet sensation arises. When there's contact, the sweet sensation arises. When the tongue and sugarcane are no longer in contact, the sweet sensation ceases. What you perceive of reality is the sensation of sweetness. It is mind, not matter. When contact arises, the sweet sensation arises. When contact ceases, the sweet sensation ceases. Therefore, this sweet sensation is impermanent. It arises and then passes away. It is not pre-existent, not always present, and not permanently residing in the sugarcane. You see that the reality you perceive is the sensation of sweetness, and it is impermanent. It arises when the tongue and sugarcane contact, and ceases when they do not. Thus, you can see right away that this sweet sensation arises and passes away. It is impermanent. Before contact, it did not exist. After contact ceases, it no longer exists. It is not pre-existent, not always present, and not permanently residing in the sugarcane. I say you feel the sensation of sweetness, but I say that only for you to understand in a simple, conventional way. But to be precise, you see that there must be a knowing mind that perceives, registers that sweet sensation. In reality, the contact between tongue and sugarcane gives rise to the sweet sensation, and simultaneously gives rise to tongue consciousness, the mind that perceives or registers this sweet sensation. Observe the truth. When the tongue and sugarcane have not contacted, there is no sensation of sweetness and no tongue consciousness to perceive it. When they contact, the sweet sensation arises, and simultaneously, tongue consciousness arises to perceive or register this sweetness. This sweet sensation is impermanent, and tongue consciousness is also impermanent. The contact between tongue and sugarcane gives rise to the sweet sensation and tongue consciousness simultaneously. When the contact ends, the sweet sensation ceases and tongue consciousness ceases. Therefore, both the sweet sensation and tongue consciousness are impermanent. Understand that the sweet sensation belongs neither to the tongue nor to the sugarcane. Thus, this sensation has no owner, no possessor. Therefore, this sweet sensation is ownerless and without a possessor. Similarly, tongue consciousness arises due to the contact of tongue and sugarcane. It belongs neither to the tongue nor to the sugarcane. Thus, this tongue consciousness is also ownerless and without a possessor. If you observe carefully and attentively, you will see that the contact between tongue and sugarcane gives rise to the sweet sensation simultaneously to tongue consciousness. Tongue consciousness registers or perceives this sweetness. It is not tongue consciousness knowing that the sugarcane is sweet. Thus, you see that the contact between tongue and sugarcane generates the sweet sensation, which is mind, and tongue consciousness, which is also mind. Tongue consciousness knowing the taste sensation is mind knowing mind,
not knowing the sugarcane as the external material world. It is not the mind knowing an object, but the mind knowing the mind. Similarly, if you observe the tongue contacting a slice of lemon, it gives rise to a sour sensation and simultaneously to tongue consciousness that registers that sourness. When contact arises, sour sensation and tongue consciousness arise. When contact ceases, they both cease. Thus, both are impermanent, ownerless, and without a possessor. The tongue contacting salt gives rise to a salty sensation and simultaneously to tongue consciousness that registers that saltiness. So we see that what humans perceive when the tongue contacts food are taste sensations. We generalize this into a formula. The tongue contacting the taste object gives rise to a taste sensation, and simultaneously to tongue consciousness, which perceives this sensation, also a mind. It is not that the tongue consciousness knows the taste object.